Welcome, Libra. It's your Libra full moon deep dive forecast for the ascendant, the sun, or the moon. Across the 1st or 2nd of April, depending on where you are, the moon in your sign at 12 degrees 31 is face to face with the sun in the fire sign of Aries. We all know that full moons can create a lot of intensity and push emotions into the open, but each of them has their own characteristics. I'm going to share with you your event chart from a purely Libra perspective. At the end of the video, you'll have a clearer understanding of what you can expect in terms of relationships, finance, energy, and work. I'm astrologer Patrick Arundell. A very warm welcome. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, please do so now to help it to continue to thrive. The moon in your sign is encouraging you to be in touch with your unique identity. Your great gift, Libra, is to tune in to others. But the moon in your sign is very much first house energy, ironically, much more Aryan. And that energy, because you're a communicator, but also because your ruler Venus likes a degree of equanimity and harmony, is asking you not to be so caught up in that you don't assert yourself. Because the energy beyond the sun in Aries is very much at the moment about making sure you're clear on what is acceptable to you and what is not. And if you ensure that you're strong in what you want, you can improve your relationships over the next 2 weeks, or make it clear to those people who are not coming up to your standards exactly why not. But there is an influence on this particular event which is really helpful, and that's Jupiter. Jupiter is a planet that has a reputation of being lucky, but it's also about philosophy and it can be about faith, but it's in a part of your chart that's very visible. So your connection to the wider world is amplified in a positive way despite the square to the moon and despite the square to the sun. So it's in a T-square. So it's suggesting whatever you encounter over the next 2 weeks, if you think positively, the chances are you can make the outcome head in your direction. But there are other planetary influences on this event to be mindful of. Of course, most of us like a degree of harmony, but in your personal situation, Pluto, the transformer, is in your sector of personal charisma and also to do with where you can showcase your talent and flair, but critically also romance. Now, a lot of astrologers talk about the seventh house as the relationship sector, but it's also where we connect. In traditional astrology, it's known as being the sector of open enemies. So you may find yourself over the next couple of weeks having to face up to someone you find awkward. It could be a boss, it could be a colleague, it may be a friend, but it could be someone you like, but you don't feel that your boundaries are being respected. And that's really what you've learned through the Pluto in Capricorn years, through the Saturn in Pisces years. You've learned that being too availing to other people isn't good for you. So I think that this full moon, to be honest, has come at the perfect time for you to reinforce your newfound confidence and credentials that yes, you're open to relate, but it has to work. Now, in terms of a deeper connection, if you are attracted to someone in a spicy and in somewhat of an irresistible way at the present time, it may be because your ruler is in the other sign it rules of Taurus, but in a square with Pluto. So you could find someone very hard to resist at this time. But you also have Mercury in a stunning link with Jupiter. Now, Mercury's been a real mischief maker recently around details, around appointments, around contractual matters. It really has been tough since February the 6th. But now clarity can start to dawn. And also the punchy energy of Mars, which has been giving you a bit more stamina, is linking fabulously well to Uranus. So if you are wanting to make progress at work or with your finances, those are very great influences. Mercury and Jupiter particularly wonderful for contracts and trading. Mars and Uranus, wonderful for trying something that's different and innovative, which requires perhaps a leap of faith. But your talent for linking into others, being attuned to what others need, can at times, or has done in the past, made it feel to you that you'd given your power away. And this is your opportunity to reset, not just for the next 2 weeks, but for the long term. I'm going to summarize those four areas for you, Libra, of energy, work, relationships, and finance. But just to say, if you've yet to watch your April deep dive monthly forecast, it's on the screen now. You can sign up for your free daily horoscope, fire to your device each morning. Please see the link below. Get your cosmic pit stop in early in the day. If you'd like to work with me, please check out my testimonials below. Pleasure. And also, we've maintained the offer at 50% off on our personal horoscope charts because we know that money is tight for a lot of people at the present time. Please see below for more on them. So to summarize, this could be a time when a relationship reaches a crunch point. But you know, if it did, and it's not right for you, I think you're going to be stronger and much less regretful about mourning a separation because your confidence is growing. You know what you want and you know what you don't want. But intriguingly, you could find yourself still drawn to someone new who has some kind of aura that's very captivating, mesmeric, and very hard to avoid. But when it comes to your energy, I do think that that is picking up. And the confidence Jupiter can give you on this event is really an added bonus. All the best, Libra. Take care and goodbye.